In this video, we will be comparing two different totalitarian regimes, St. Paul's and the English Socialism Party in 1984. While these two governments have many similarities, the party in 1984 is much more extreme. The most obvious similarities would be the surveillance, the use of spies, and the presence of malevolent disciplinary figures, the use of a dress code to make everyone the same.
The first point we will introduce is the constant presence of surveillance, as this is a very obvious theme across both works. In the example of 1984, the totalitarian government puts in place a wide array of spy gear such as microphones hidden within bushes to the two-way cameras in every house, called a telescreen. The telescreen is used to monitor residents within their home and promote fear in their hearts so they do not rebel. The way they work is they can never be turned off and can be remotely logged into by the government organization called the Thought Police.
St. Paul's version of watching would be its roof-mounted cameras, which display live to Dr. Uzet's office, and the clocks that have two-way microphones that can be tapped into whenever they are needed by the administration. This is meant to control students to be more submissive, as they can't have free speech anywhere without the potential to be heard by some of the administration. This is something both organizations do in an attempt to control their population.
Another similarity between 1984 and St. Paul's is the use of spies within both organizations as a means to uncover plots and suspected rebellions or wrongdoings by the public. The novel 1984 uses spies as a way to catch criminals guilty of thought crime. The spies in this book are generally children or young adults, and the party uses them to betray their fellow man for this benefit. This is similar to the school using younger grades to spy on the older grades. Another way the school uses spies is by getting teachers to cozy up to students and get the newest information to pass along. Lastly, the school uses fellow classmates and friends as spies by getting them to snitch on their friends so they receive a lesser sentence.
There seems to be other aspects of these totalitarian regimes that have similarities such that they are both comprised of unreasonable discipline. Within St. Paul's High School, it is known that they have a very strict disciplinary system which at most times lacks reasonable discipline among its imprisoners, the students. Authority that is in control of this unreasonable discipline is the Vice Principal of Students, or the VPS. The Vice Principal of Students has control over the students and is the main reason for the strict disciplinary control, at times using the control in an unfair manner by being able to discipline and complicate students' lives with false accusations of breaking rules. As in 1984, the party has ability to take this similar control to a whole other level with the process to vaporize people from existence if they are a little suspicious of that person having even the slightest thoughts against the party. This is also similar to St. Paul's High School in terms of revolting back towards the VPS. When there is even the slightest type of revolution against the VPS, it bothers the authority and enrages them to take more serious action for more unreasonable discipline to the point of expulsion when there may be no strong evidence of any type of crime committed by that individual.
The people who get vaporized often get replaced, such as Comrade Withers being replaced by Comrade Ogilvy. This is seen in St. Paul's when people get expelled and are quickly replaced by others. Those who are replaced are quickly forgotten and never referred to again. A great example of this in 1984 would be Syme. He exists for Book 1 and then suddenly disappears in Book 2. The St. Paul's equivalent of Syme would be Paul Krawchuk or Shane Dillon. New students replace these figures so people forget about those left behind, the new students being Nick Tufanides and Brendan Scott.
Strict dress code is put in place so no one can have his or her own identity. St. Paul's dress code is either a pair of khaki shorts with a school-sanctioned golf shirt, or in winter, the students are made to wear a full suit so they all look alike, with slight variation allowed in color. In 1984, people are forced to wear overalls that are the color of the party, which is blue.